Good morning, teacher and classmate. Today I'm going to present a mini lesson for you all in the subject of English. In this case, the theme is about the healthy eating habits and the self-caring. Uh, Firstly, some motivational words is that the knowledge is the only tool that becomes more valuable the more you use it. So that's something is always good to start with. The objective are that the students can learn for now are new words, expand the vocabulary, and learn about healthy habits. For example, what should be avoided and what the type of food they need to eat more often. For example, do you know some healthy habits, or can you mention to us some healthy foods? Easy way to practice the self-caring with food. The most easy way, easy ways to do this is eating fruits and vegetables. These provide the main essentials and vitamins for minerals for you to stay strong and grow healthy. Always stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water through the day because dehydration can lead to fatigue and mood swings. And also avoid food guilt. What is food guilt? It's basically the labeling of a food that is good or bad, or some food can be some food that cannot be balanced in a diet. Always you need to focus on the food that make you healthier, but you should not be feel guilty for sometimes breaking this diet for some little, for example, treats, because it's always you need to implement these diets in a way that not that you don't look at this diet like a requirement or like something strict, but something more flexible that you always be adaptable to your lifestyle. The main danger of for the healthy habits is the overconsumption of food. Every food in too many portions is going to be bad for you, but eating beyond your body needs can lead to physical and emotional and mental discomfort. It often stems from the emotional stress. Eating comes to for stress, the boredom, or simply not paying attention to the hunger cues. You need to also give you some portion controls. Use smaller plates and bowls to help control your portion sizes. Always include a mix of protein, healthy fats, and fibers to your meals to keep your food uh, more satisfied. Always you need to avoid the main dangers you need to overconsume is fried food, processed food, saturated fats, and sugary drinks. There is three types of main foods. The unprocessed foods. These foods are more edibles, from basically from the moment they being planted or they grow. For example, eat part of plants or animals. The Also the processed foods is process that is made by adding something like salt or sugar or other processing culinary ingredients to unprocessed or minimal processed food. And lastly, ultra processed food is basically food that formulation of ingredients that are typically created by series of industrial techniques and process. Something you need to understand is that unprocessed food and processed food doesn't mean that this food can be bad or this food can be unhealthy, or the same way ultra processed food can be unhealthy. But the main issue of this is that ultra processed food have a lot of things together, so you're not gonna be able to avoid the things that is gonna be more damage to your diet, basically. The benefits of healthy eating habits is that they improve energy levels, support of brain development, power and self-controls, supports the muscles, lower the risk of diseases, and keep uh, keep skin, thin, and eyes very healthy. In conclusion, what did you learn about the eating healthy eating habits? Do you remember the two type of food I mentioned? And thank you for your attention. Now, mainly, we're gonna pass to the activity. This activity is a challenge you can do in Kahoot. It's about 9 questions about the processed food, ultra processed food, and minimal processed food, or unprocessed food, basically. For example, now I'm gonna do just some easy, easy. Just gonna answer like 2 or 3 questions, just for you to understand. For example, in this tab, say is processed or natural. Processed. Exactly, it's processed. It's not natural because natural unprocessed food will be milk, but it was a process in the development of the cheese. That's the thing I was saying. But yeah, for example, this next question: soda. What type of food is soda? Is ultra processed food because of the amount of things that have all together in that was in the process of making the soda. That's why it is considered ultra processed food. And lastly, this one, a cereal bar. For example, this can be considered processed or ultra processed depending of the uses it was done. For example, he processed, no, it was ultra processed, exactly. So, for example, it was a lot of things done into this food just for making the cereal bar, but it was only cereal, it was most likely to be processed. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for your attention.